A lynx that has been missing for a fortnight after escaping from a zoo enclosure has been blamed for the killings of 7 sheep close to the craggy hill she is lurking on. Farmers' representatives have expressed anger that Lilith the lynx remains at large and claim more needs to be done to get her back into her enclosure at the Borth Wild Animal Kingdom in North Wales. Although Lilith was definitely seen close to the dead sheep, the zoo insists she is not to blame for the deaths of the animals. She has caught rats and possibly a rabbit while on the runs, but is said to be looking skinny. If she had been eating sheep she would look like Garfield, said zoo owner Dean Tweedy. There are dogs, foxes and badgers around here. We don't believe Lilith is to blame. The reports are nonsense. The remains of at least 1 sheep has been sent for analysis to try to establish if a big cat was behind the deaths. Nick Fenwick, head of policy at the Farmers Union of Wales, expressed frustration that more had not been done to catch the lynx or warn the public and livestock owners about her. He said the farmer, Owen Jenkins, was badly shaken when he saw the lynx close to the dead sheep. The sheep were found about 500 meters from the zoo on Wednesday last week, but Mr. Jenkins had at first not wanted it made public. Fenwick said his sheep were in a wooded field, perfect lynx territory. He went and fetched the zoo owner, and when the pair came back the lynx was following about 10 meters behind them. The police and the Welsh government have been informed, but he added people have been treating it as a joke. We had expected some kind of statement to have been issued by now given possible dangers to livestock and members of the public. The failure to do this has led to speculation that the deaths are either not being taken seriously by the authorities or are being kept from the public for some other reason. With talk of introducing lynxes to the north of England and even in Wales, this will raise many questions about the damage just one of these animals can do in a few days. Phil Stocker, the National Sheep Association chief executive, said there cannot be a clearer warning of the damage lynx will do if they are released into the wild. This incident also backs up what we are hearing from a number of sheep farmers in Scandinavia and other parts of Europe who tell us of high losses they've experienced from individual lynx that develop the behavioral characteristic of an opportunistic hunter. The young lynx was last seen in her enclosure on the 26th of October. At first, staff thought Lilith may have clashed with her mother, Dee, and was lying low in her enclosure. On Sunday morning, zookeepers went to check on Lilith to find she had disappeared. Staff with thermal imaging equipment, nets and cages baited with rabbit have been scouring the hillside and the gardens of the seaside town in search of the animal, which is about twice the size of a domestic cat. A team of trackers armed with tranquilizer darts has been on standby. The police warned people about the lynx on the 29th of October but have not commented since. Tweedy said the zoo was getting closer to catching Lilith. We have been working day and night towards recovering her safely and we are building up an accurate map of her movements, he said. The good news is that she is still in the area, and I think this is because, since we closed the zoo to the public, there are very few people around to disturb her. We have built lots of large bait traps around the grounds and have spotters out looking for her at all times. She is very hard to follow as some of the terrain is almost impassable for people and it's quite easy for her to slip by unseen. We have even been following her, using night scopes and a thermal imaging camera on a high-flying drone. We really are doing everything humanly possible to recover Lilith without trauma, but this way does require a high level of patience. The zoo will remain closed until we catch her.